Chain 1, Apple, take 1.
It's the drama,
Shona Ferguson laid to rest. Rapper The Baby has a lot to apologize for, and Mohale Motaung breaks his silence. It's another fantastic Friday, folks, and welcome to your weekly dose of news and showbiz. It's Dramatainment. The name is Bongani Drama, and hey, thank you so much for viewing. Diving into our first story this week. British model Naomi Campbell has penned an open letter to President Jacob Zuma. In the letter that wasn't welcomed with care by most South Africans, the model mentioned in a quote, "This isn't the South Africa I remember and that millions of South Africans fought for," pleading with Zuma to act and take responsibility as a leader. Now, the supermodel's comments come after recent violence and looting erupted in Gauteng at KwaZulu-Natal as Zuma's sympathizers called for the former president to be released from jail following his incarceration. Now, she further mentioned, and I quote, "Upon your incarceration, a group of protests under the hashtag Free Zuma banner broke out, igniting the worst violence and criminality South Africa has seen since the end of apartheid." Now, these actions not only saw hundreds lost their lives and property be destroyed, but its effects will only be felt by many millions more, unquote. Zuma's daughter then hit back at Campbell, saying the South Africa she claims to remember is one she experienced from the comfort of a presidential guest house and luxury accommodation. In a quote, "A couple of visits to South Africa and being a friend of Madiba does not equate to you knowing South Africa. What you remember is not and has never been reflected of a true South Africa," unquote. Now, folks, the full open letter is available online. Mohale Motaung has come out guns blazing this week with audio recordings between himself and legend Manqele of Bar Leader TV. In a leaked audio recording between Motaung and legend Manqele, the former producer of Mhlongo's reality TV show Living the Dream with Somizi. Motaung is heard detailing how he suffered alleged abuse at the hands of the Idol's judge. Mohale alleged that Mhlongo chased him with a knife during an incident 3 weeks into their relationship. Why did he stay? In a quote, "I took my car keys and walked away. He took a knife. I was about to exit. So he said to me, 'If you exit, I'm going to kill us both.' So I took my keys and ran. He grabbed the knife and said, 'If you walk out, I'm going to stab you. Now I see this different person,' unquote. Motaung also alleged that Mhlongo beat him, leaving him with loose teeth and broken ribs during one of their many other disputes. If there were many disputes as well, Motaung, why did you not check out? Following a report in a local news cartel detailing the alleged abuse, Mhlongo's camp released a statement saying his lawyers were handling the matter. In a quote, "Somizi Mhlongo has become aware of allegations allegedly made against him by his estranged husband Mohale Motaung, published on August 1st. Now, the statement further mentioned that Somizi has consulted his legal team and thus they're handling the matter. Following that statement on Wednesday, the public broadcaster released a statement mentioning that Somizi has, in actual fact, excused himself from his duties on a radio show he is a part of, mentioning in a quote, "The corporation has also noted the comments on social media about Mr. Mhlongo and would like to point out that the public service broadcaster does not condone any acts of abuse and violence," unquote. Yeah, I guess everybody else, with GBV manners should also be treated as is. Sticking to the public broadcaster, Marawa Sports Worldwide has been canned and replaced by Thomas Mlambo and Andile Ncube. Robert's show was simulcast on both stations and the broadcaster has soon broken the chain again. Following that, Rob had to sit down with a seasoned journo JJ Tabane on ENCA to divulge at the outcome was that Rob knew that his contract won't be renewed 3 months ago. His issue, however, was that he wasn't given a chance to say goodbye to his listeners as he got a WhatsApp text on Friday afternoon to be told not to come in for his last show. Now, the SABC's head of radio mentioned on JJ's show that Rob was called to be asked about his last show, only to mention that he's in an all-day workshop and can only take texts. The reason why then he was shown a text regarding his show. Rapper DaBaby has apologized following his comments about HIV and AIDS and gay man at the Rolling Loud Miami Festival held between the 23rd of July and 25th of July. The 29-year-old, whose real name is Jonathan Kirk, told audiences that they should put their phone lights in the air unless they were HIV positive or were gay men who perform sex acts in car parks. How ridiculous. As well as seemingly, singling out those living with the virus, DaBaby also incorrectly asserted that it will be, and I quote, make you die in 2 or 3 weeks, unquote. So much money and no brains. Now, in a post on his Instagram page more than a week later, the musician has apologized and emphasized the importance of being educated. He mentioned social media moves so fast that people want to demolish you before you even have the opportunity to grow, educate and learn from your mistakes. And organizers at La Polanza in Chicago dropped DaBaby from the closing lineup of the festival on Sunday. Now, the festival's Twitter account posted that it was founded on diversity, inclusivity, respect and love, adding, with that in mind, DaBaby will no longer be performing at Grant Park. Good move. DaBaby has also been dropped from New York City's Governor's Ball and Day and Vegas in Las Vegas. And clothing brand Boohoo dropped its line with him. He'll learn a lesson. Now, folks, this week we learned of the passing of TV actor and producer Shona Ferguson. Mr. Ferguson was laid to rest in a very sad and emotional send-off on Wednesday. May his precious soul rest in peace. We love you and we'll miss you so much. Well, that's all that I have for you this week. Thank you so much for viewing. The name is Bongani Drama. Keep it, know it, and never forget it. Have a beautiful and amazing weekend further. I love you. Bye-bye.